Hi friends, good evening. This is Engineer Imran Aziz. Welcome to CivTech Simplified. In this video, we are presenting part 3 of our ongoing lecture on design of structures. We will be presenting 25 multiple choice questions in this lecture, and these will hopefully help civil engineers like you to prepare for the university exams, any sort of job interviews, and competitive exams for the jobs. And remember, the correct answers would be highlighted so that you could review them effectively at later stages. So let's get started with today's part. So far, we have already covered part 1 and 2 on this topic, and we have presented 50 multiple choice questions. As this is part 3, so question number 51 for this part is: steel is mainly an alloy of option A, sulfur and zinc, option B, zinc and tin, option C, phosphorus and tin, option D, iron and carbon. So we know that steel formula is iron and carbon, so it's an alloy of iron and carbon. Option D is the correct answer. Steel is an alloy of iron and carbon. 52. Which of the following is a disadvantage of steel? Which of the following is a disadvantage of steel? Option A, reusable. Option B, fire and corrosion resistance. Option C, high strength per unit mass. Option D, high durability. So as a disadvantage, other three are advantages, but B is the disadvantage. Fire and corrosion resistance. Steel is weak in fire and corrosion resistance. So it's a disadvantage for the steel. Option B is the correct answer for this question. Question 53. Poisson's ratio of steel is dash. What is the Poisson's ratio of steel? Option A 0.1, option B 1, option C 0.3, option D 2. So Poisson ratio for steel is 0.3. C is the correct answer for this question. Question 54. Which of the following is correct criteria to be considered while designing? Option A, structure should be aesthetically pleasing but structurally unsafe. Option B, structure should be cheap in cost even though it may be structurally unsafe. Option C, structure should be structurally safe but less durable. Option D, structure should be adequately safe and should have adequate serviceability. So the correct criteria for designing is D. The structure should be adequately safe as well as adequately serviceable. So D is the correct answer for this question. Question 55. What is serviceability? We already referred this term in the last question. So what is serviceability? Option A. It refers to condition when structure is not usable. Option B. It refers to services offered in the structure. Option C. It means that structure should perform satisfactorily under different loads without discomfort to the users. Option D. It means that structure should be economically viable. So C is the correct answer for this question. The serviceability means the structure should perform satisfactorily under different loads and without creating any discomfort for the tenants or users. 56. Analysis is referred to dash. What is analysis? Option A, determination of cost of structure. Option B, determination of axial forces, bending moment, shear forces, etc. Option C, determination of factor of safety. Option D, drafting architectural plans and drawings. So analysis means calculating the axial forces. its shear forces and bending moments. So B is the correct answer. In structural analysis, we calculate the axial forces, bending moments, as well as shear forces. Question 57. Which method is mainly adopted for design of steel structure as per IS code? Which method is mainly adopted for design of steel structures? Option A, limit state method. Option B, working stress method. Option C, ultimate load method. Option D, earthquake load method. So limit state method is a common method which is used as per IS code for designing of a steel structure. A is the correct answer for this question. Question 58. Which of the following relation is correct? Which of the following relation is correct? Option A. Permissible strength should be equal to yield strength multiplied by factor of safety. Option B. Permissible stress is equal to yield stress divided by factor of safety. Option C. Yield stress is equal to permissible stress divided by factor of safety. Option D. Permissible stress is equal to yield stress minus factor of safety. So the relation B is correct, which is permissible stress is equal to yield stress divided by factor of safety. So B is the correct answer for this question. Question 59. What is load factor? What is load factor? Option A, ratio. What is load factor? Option A, ratio of working load to ultimate load. Option B, product of working load and ultimate load. Option C, product of working load and factor of safety. Option D, ratio of ultimate load to working load. So D is the correct answer. The load factor is the ratio of ultimate load to working load. Question 60. A limit state method is based on dash. Option A, calculations on service load conditions alone. Option B, calculations on service load conditions, calculations on ultimate load conditions alone. Option C, calculations on earthquake loads. Option D, calculations at working loads and ultimate loads. Both. So in limit state, of course, we do calculations on working load as well as ultimate load. So D is the correct answer. Question 61. What is limit state? Option A, acceptable limits for safety and serviceability requirements before failure occur. Limit state is an acceptable limit for safety and serviceability before failure of the structure. Option B, acceptable limits for safety and serviceability requirement after failure. Acceptable limit for safety after failure. Acceptable limits for serviceability after failure. So A is the correct answer. Limit state is an acceptable limit for safety and serviceability requirements before failure occurs. So A is the correct one. Question 62. Which of the following factors are included in limit state of serviceability? Option A, brittle failure. Option B, fracture due to fatigue. Option C, failure of excessive deformation. Option Option D, deformation and deflection adversely affecting appearance or effective use of structure. So the serviceability limit state in serviceability means deformation and deflection adversely affecting the appearance or effective use of the structure. So D is the correct answer for this question. Question 63. Which of the following relation is correct? Option A, design load is equal to characteristic load divided by partial factor of safety. Option B, design load is equal to characteristic load multiplied by partial factor of safety. Option C, design load is equal to characteristic load plus partial factor of safety. Option D, design load is equal to characteristic load. So B is the correct answer. The correct relation is design load should be equal to characteristic load multiplied by partial factor of safety. Question 64. Which of the following is correct? Option A. Size of hole is equal to nominal diameter of fastener minus clearance. Option B. Size of hole is equal to nominal diameter of fastener multiplied by clearance. Option C. Size of hole is equal to nominal diameter of fastener divided by clearance. Option D. Size of hole is equal to nominal diameter of fastener plus clearance. So the correct relation is D. The size of a hole should be equal to nominal diameter of fastener as well as clearance. So D is the correct answer for this question. Question 65. High strength bolt HSFG is used for option A, shear connection, option B, slip resistance connection only, option C, bearing type connection only, option D, both slip resistance as well as bearing type. So yes, D is the correct answer. The high strength bolt is used for both slip resistance as well as bearing type of connection. So D is the correct answer. Question 66. Maximum pitch distance is equal to option A, 16 into thickness of thinner plate, option B, 20 into thickness of thinner plate, option C, 40 into thickness of thinner plate, option D, 32 into thickness of thinner plate. So D is the correct answer. The maximum pitch distance is 32 times the thickness of thinner plate. So D is the correct answer for this question. 67. Minimum edge and end distance for rolled machine flame cut is minimum edge and end distance for rolled machine flame cut is option A 2 into hole diameter, option B 1.7 into hole diameter, option C 1.5 into hole diameter, option D 1.2 into hole diameter. So minimum edge and end distance is equal to 1.5 times the hole diameter. C is the correct answer for this question. 68. Minimum edge distance and end distance for rolled hand flame cut. Earlier was machine flame cut. This one is for hand flame cut. So it's C. C is the correct answer. Question 69. The maximum number of bolts of diameter 25 mm that can be accommodated in one row in 200 mm wide flat are. How much should be the maximum number of bolts of 25 mm dia that can be accommodated in one row of 200 mm wide plate? Option A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 5. So B is the correct answer for this question. 3. 3 bolts can be accommodated at for a 200 mm wide plate, and those bolts would be 25 mm in dia, so they can be placed in one row. Question 70. What is the value of Kb in nominal bearing stress for a bolt of 20 mm diameter of grade 4.6? Option A 2, option B 1, option C 0.97, option D 0.5. So D is the correct answer. Kb is equal to 0.5 for a nominal bearing strength for a bolt of 20 mm dia and 4.6 grade. 71. What is the efficiency of joint when strength of bolt per pitch length is 60 kilonewton and strength of plate per pitch length is 150 kilonewton. So what should be the efficiency of joint? Option A 35%, option B 30%, option C 40%, option D is 25%. So it is 40%. C is the correct answer for this question. Question 72. Strength of bolt is option A shear strength of bolt, option B minimum of shear strength and bearing capacity of the bolt, option C maximum of shear strength and bearing capacity of the bolt, option D bearing capacity of the bolt. So strength of the bolt is minimum of both shear strength as well as bearing capacity of the bolt. So B is the correct answer for this question. Question 73. Use of lap joint is not recommended because. Why lap joints are not recommended? Option A. Stresses are distributed unevenly. Option B. Eccentricity is eliminated. Option C. Bolts are in double shear. Option D. No bending is produced. So the lap joints are not recommended because its stresses are distributed unevenly. They are not uniformly distributed. So A is the correct answer for this question. Question 74. Arrange the following welds in descending order as per their usage in structural engineering applications. Arrange the following welds in descending order as per their usage in structural engineering applications. Option A. Fillet weld, grooved weld, slot and plug weld. Option B. Slot and plug weld, groove weld, fillet weld. Option C. Groove weld, fillet weld, slot and plug weld. Option D. Fillet weld, slot and plug weld, groove weld. So A is the correct answer. Fillet weld, groove weld, and then slot and plug weld. A is the correct answer for this question. Question 75. Which of the following type of weld is most suitable for lap joints? Which of the following weld type is most suitable for lap joints? Option A. Fillet weld. Option B. Groove weld. Option C. Plug weld. Option D. Slot weld. So the weld type most suitable for lap joints is option A. Fillet weld. So A is the correct answer. Fillet weld is commonly used for lap joints. So thank you for watching this video. You have completed part 3 of design of structures. So hopefully these questions would have helped professional engineers, fresh engineers, and people who are preparing themselves for Federal Public Service Commission exams or any sort of the competitive exams in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, or anywhere in the world. Please subscribe to our channel CivTech Simplified for upcoming videos and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye.